Okay, so the event is live and let's talk about the dates. So first of all, this is how it looks like. You basically roll a dice, you walk to a spot and you get the amount of the words where you land. You do not get any of the words you walk over, you only get the one there you land. So basically if you want to calculate how much you get on average, you can check. Actually, no, I will explain it in a second. But basically, this is how the event looks. You collect dice by doing missions such as Clear Path of Growth, Essence Dungeon, Expedition, Challenge Brawl Arena, and Guild's Request. But you may see these missions, you may think, cool, I'll just do them and collect the words. There's one caveat. So if you click there, you will see that you can get the words for a total of 15 laps. At 5 you will get a copy of Vela Jewel, at 10 you will get a 5-star Devilmon, and at 15 you will get a 5-star Devilmon. So here's the bad thing. I don't know if devs miscalculated this, but be careful, I will explain why. So if you look at the amount of dice you can gather, you will notice that you can do Path of Growth 3 times, that will be a total of 15 dice. You can do Essence Dungeon 5 times, that will be a total of 35. You can do Expedition 3 times, that will be a total of 21. You can do Challenge and Brawl Arena 3 times, that will be a total of 18. And Guild Request, that will be pretty much a free 21. Here's the bad part. I've checked the event notice, and if you notice on the screen, there's actually no notice about being able to get double the votes from arena missions or from like Path of Growth and Essence Dungeons. So I'm gonna assume you cannot get double the awards. It's not written here, it's not written in the patch notice like it usually is. So be careful there. Premium Pass, there's a good chance Premium Pass doesn't actually work on this event. Another bad thing about this is I've calculated how much you can walk on average. So because a dice is able to roll 6 different rolls, it has 6 different possibilities, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on average, you are able to move pretty much, you have to calculate all 6 of those into a sum, divided by 6, and on average you will walk 3.5 steps per roll. This means that if you look on the screen right here, we're basically trying to hit the 3 milestones, so the 5 lap, 10 lap, and 15 lap milestones, right? So for 5 laps, on average, you will need 26 dice rolls. These are not 26 dices, but instead rolls. This means that to do that, you will need what? Something like 520 dices, right? For 10 laps, on average, you will need 52, and for all 15, you will need around 78 laps. Now, the bad thing about that is, well, these are pretty easily achievable. If you look at the amount of dice you need for that, so in order to achieve 5 laps and get 26 rolls, you need to get approximately 37 dice per day. You can of course get like 100 one day and get 0 the other. It's the same, basically it's the average. For 10 laps you'll need 74, and for 15 you'll need 111 dice per day. Now, if you notice the bad thing, again, keep in mind that these are RNG. You may just roll a 1 on every single roll and you might not even achieve 5 laps. Again, not much you can do to control that, but if you calculate all of the dices that you can only get 110 per day. This means that you will only be able to reach 15 laps if you get an average of 111 dices per day. This means that in order to collect the final Devilmon, you actually need to be luckier than the average roll. This means that even if you complete every single mission, the most expensive expedition ones, the most expensive challenge brawl arena ones, even then you have less than a 50% chance to actually complete the last reward. And of course it depends on RNG. You may be able to reach 15 way easier. Even if you complete everything, there's a very good chance that you will not actually, because you are only able to get 110 per day and you require 111 on average. So you will need more than average luck, basically rolling 4s, 5s, 6 more often than 1s, 2s, and 3s. And I'm mostly focusing on this because I feel like this is the most important part. If you're looking for the rewards you can get from regular rolls, I made an average calculation here. So each Path of Growth ticket will average around these rewards if you calculate the regular steps that you take on the board. I'm not taking into account the milestones because milestones will be different based on how much you're walking. So you basically just have to add that if you are prepared to go for it. For example, I'm personally only going for the 10 lap milestone, I think, 15. First of all, it will be expensive because arena, expeditions, all of that. Second, it will be super RNG and I would need more than average luck to even reach it. So I'm not going for it. And yeah, Path of Growth, each ticket will give you around these rewards. So basically, this is how it works. So the calculations are taken by just counting the amount of dice you get for each dungeon entry and basically dividing it for the boards equally. So each Path of Growth will give you an average of around 700 gold. 2 of these, joke. 7 of these, again, a joke. 100 sky stones, like this is nothing. I mean, this shouldn't even exist. And each essence dungeon and also expedition, they have the same return. So this line is basically both essence dungeon entries and expedition entries. Each one will give you around 2k gold, 6 of these, 19 of these, close to 300 sky stones, and lol. So yeah, is it worth spending much on this event? No, not at all. Like, actually no, this is probably one of the worst events as far as like crystal returns goes, mainly because there is not a single crystal you can get from it. And yeah, just be mindful of this. You can calculate how many you need. Of course, I would recommend going a bit above the required amount here because you may get bad rolls, and let's say even if you get only 40 a day, you may not even reach the 5 lap milestone. And yeah, so if you're going for this, try to get like 50 maybe. If you're going for this, go for at least like 85, 90 just to offset the RNG a bit. And if you're going for this, pray before you go to sleep because you will need some of that luck. It's probably like just a bit below 50% chance because 110 would be 50% chance since that's the maximum you can get. But yeah, good luck. Don't overspend on this event. Trust me, we'll have better ones, and peace.